It is important for instructional coaches to work towards building positive relationships with the teachers they are working with. It does not happen overnight and requires a conscious effort on the part of the coach as well as a teachable and willing spirit from the teacher. This video will show some strategies that instructional coaches can use to build these necessary relationships, as well as effective ways to give descriptive feedback to teachers.
Good morning, Ms. Wheat. As I shared in my email, I'm going to be the instructional coach for your team this year. I wanted to take some time to introduce myself and to get to know you a little bit better. I did receive the survey that you sent. Thank you so much for filling it out. It was very helpful in allowing me to come up with some ideas of how I can best help you. And also, thank you so much for being so welcoming when I observed your classroom yesterday.
Yeah, good morning. It's nice to see you as well. I'm really looking forward to working with you this year. I've been teaching for several years in a private school, but this year is my first year in a low-income charter school. With this particular population, I desire a better understanding of the culture as well as building relationships with the students.
Oh, thank you for being so open and honest with me. I too had a similar experience several years ago, so I understand how you're feeling. And so before we go any further, I want to give you this card with my contact information, my cell phone and my email. You don't have to wait until we have a meeting if you have a question or concern. I'm only a text or an email away, and I will be diligent to get back to you as soon as I can.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the option to be able to text you with questions as they arise.
Absolutely. I know for myself it helps me when I'm able to ask right away when it's fresh on my mind. Meetings are good, but I want us to have that opportunity to keep texting and emailing as much as we need to. And I also want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of my role as your instructional coach. I'm not here to tell you how to teach, but rather to come alongside you and help you get better at what you're already doing well. And for this meeting, I wanted us to take a minute to talk about what seems to be your biggest concern for this year. And based on your survey, I felt like it was student engagement. And I have an amazing resource / gift that I want to give you. It's a book called Management in the Active Classroom by Ron Berger. And I believe it will provide us opportunities to look at effective strategies together that will help you have a better understanding of the types of kids and cultures that we are dealing with here at Advantage.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me in this area.
Yes, and with the time we have left, I want you to tell me what you feel like you have a good grasp on.
Okay, well, I feel very good with teacher presence. I've set up a very inviting classroom environment because I desire for my classroom to be a safe haven for my students. I don't like to raise my voice, and I'm pretty good at quickly recognizing the mood of my students.
Wow, well, that makes my heart smile because that shows me that you have a heart for teaching just because you have a heart for children. And I saw that firsthand in your classroom yesterday. Even though this is still the beginning of the year, I can see that you're already forming positive relationships with your students. Okay, so I know what you feel good about. Now let me know what is an immediate need so that I can help you start this year off on the right foot.
Okay, well, hands down, it is making sure that my students are engaged. I'm trying to get away from lecturing and move more towards small group instruction, more discussion and centers, but I want to make sure that these activities are productive.
Okay, well, this gives us a great place to start. Let's work to set up some routines and procedures to help your class run smoothly. During my observation, I did notice that some of the students were having trouble taking turns in conversations, and there are tons of ideas out there to help with classroom discussion, like think, pair, share, front, face-to-face, back-to-back, and I have a packet that I can send you, but a lot of that is in this book as well that we can work through. And also a neat idea that I learned when I was a teacher was an actual physical prop, like a stuffed animal, a magic wand, a softball, and whoever's holding the prop is the only one that's allowed to speak.
Oh, that's a great idea. I could use the prop for whole group, small group, or even when partners are working together.
Yes, that's what I want you to take the suggestions that I give you, and then you can make them your own however they best suit your needs. And during my observation, I noticed you had some great attention getters. My favorite was when you said gumbo in the pot and all the students said, everybody stop. That's a great way to work in our little Louisiana culture.
Yes, my students love that one.
Okay, well, it seems our time is up, but I would love to give you an opportunity to observe Miss Bond. She has some very effective and engaging centers that work well with our ELA program. So how about I come by tomorrow and work with your class and give you an opportunity to go and observe her.
That would be great.
Okay, great. And then we can meet next week to discuss what you saw as well as what strategies are working, because my desire is for this to be your best year yet, and we are off to a great start.
Thank you so much.